Good morning, Isabella.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Isa.
We are participating in a European contest with the aim of reflecting on the 30 years since Spain joined the European Union. And we, not only my students, but also me, because of our age, have been born in another time. And we would like to know how we have arrived to this. So, first, tell us about how life was before 1986, socially, economically.
Okay. It's difficult for me to speak about Spain in that period because I came to live in Spain in 1997. But with my experience in Britain, we joined in 1973. And I remember
Much sooner than Spain.
Yes, indeed. I remember a distinct difference in people's attitudes. We were much more isolated before we joined the European Union. And little by little, people have realised the importance of being part of Europe and not being an island on our own.
Yes. And was it easy to study or to work abroad at that time?
It was certainly more difficult before we joined the European Union and before Spain joined the European Union. Now we have the wonderful benefit of being able to study, work and live in any other member state without any problem at all, without needing visas or work permits. And I think that is an extremely important thing.
Yeah. And do you think it was useful to speak a second European language in Spain at the time? And I know that you find very difficult to find someone here speaking English.
Yes.
At this time, I imagine in
very difficult. I imagine. Yes, it's taken Spain quite a long time to realise the importance of knowing at least one other important European language. But certainly now I am noticing that there's a great improvement in attitudes, and that particularly young people realise it's essential for their future to be able to speak another important European language.
Yes, people is becoming more and more aware.
Indeed, yes. Aware, yes, it's indeed, yes, it's true. And as I say, it's not just important, it's essential.
So you think it wasn't usual to speak a second European language at the time?
I would say very unusual.
Okay. Next one. Was it usual to have neighbors from other countries? And I know that your experience is different because in the UK this has been very different. Because you have always lived in a multicultural society.
Indeed, yes.
Am I right?
Yes, indeed, Isa, you are right. England has always been a multicultural society. I think it's become even more now with the European Union, but it seems in my lifetime it's never been otherwise. It's always been multicultural.
That's great.
Yes.
Did the media, not in Spain but in your case in the UK, transmit news from other European countries before the integration in the European Union? What
Yes.
did you know about other countries?
Yes, they did. The media in Britain, I think, has always been very good. Yes, they did transmit news, but to a lesser extent. After we joined the European Union and we became partners with the other countries, it has become more and more important, and people have realised this. Yes.
And now we have arrived to a key question. How has Spain and the UK changed after joining the European Union?
I think that it's made all the countries much more broad-minded and accepting of other cultures, and this is something that has to be nowadays. we cannot be isolated. It's extremely difficult for a country to survive successfully in isolation. We must be united, and we must accept other people's ideas, and if they come and live in our country, they must accept ours, of course. So yes, I think it's very important.
What has the European Union meant to you in your life?
For me, personally, the European Union has always been extremely important. I was 20 years old when the UK joined the European Union. It's given us a union with many other countries, all with
thanks
similar...
to the European Union, you can be here.
Exactly. We have a similar goal with other countries, but we have been able to preserve our individuality and also our independence, which I think some countries were worried about. They felt that we would lose individuality by being a member of the European Union, but it hasn't been like that at all. And as you have so rightly said, for me, it has given me the opportunity to come and live in Spain, and it's my home. Yes, indeed.
Do you think we still have challenges?
Oh, I think life is full of challenges. We have the economic challenges, we have the challenges at the moment dealing with the refugee crisis. We have the challenges of new countries that are integrating into the European Union. There are always going to be challenges, but...
For example, what do you think about the referendum now that I think is a new challenge for the European Union?
Indeed,
it is affecting us.
Of course, yes. Not only is it affecting the UK, but should the UK vote to come out of the European Union, I think that I can say that the European Union would be poorer for the loss of the UK. I hope that people will be intelligent enough to realise the importance, the fact that it is essential to be part of a union and not be left as a country on our own. I hope that this will be explained very carefully to people before they vote, and that they will vote using their brains.
We hope.
Yes, indeed.
And to sum up, can you define the European Union only in one word?
Okay, I think security. The union of countries brings security. We are not on our own. The problems we face together. And I think that is something that must make us all feel better.
Well, thank you so much. That's the end. And I'm sure that your participation will be very important for our final product.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Isa. I wish you all the very best of luck, and I'm glad that your students are so interested in the European Union.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.